And we should be live. Hello everyone! Today we will be playing through the story of Valentine's Time Warp, which has been translated along with Battle of the Valentines for this new Valentine's event. No official reprint, just a story playthrough reprint. With that said, we can jump right into the story. Let's just hide this intro and begin. I had a bit of a panic right before the stream because some of the settings weren't working for some reason, and it was kind of like the music wasn't playing, and wait, yeah, I need to do part 1 over here. Time Warp, Valentine's Time Warp, Prologue Part 1. And we will be doing the prologue as well as part 1 for this episode, well, for the stream. Hello Joe and Archie, aka Housamo or English Archives, and Prisma and Azina and Panda Boy. Yeah boy. Hey Joe, nice to see you. My #1 fan, as you put it very often. Enjoy the event? You mean the story? Yeah. Yeah. If you mean the current actual event, that's okay so far. I used the I kind of went crazy on using drinks in the beginning, so I'm almost done creating the shop. So I'm a bit worried of what I'll be doing once I do. Probably like a lot of nothing, either doing skill souls or getting measly returns from coins. But yeah. I was as I was mentioning earlier, I was a bit worried about what's it called? Starting the stream because some things weren't working right with my 2 monitors and all that. Like I couldn't have VLC and OBS and my Connect stream casting program on at the same time, and I had to do the Saki solution of like switching monitors for the usual sides they're on. Yeah, I don't really get it either. Let me see if I can read this. Ohito. I can read that out loud, but I don't know what it means. But I feel your enthusiasm, Panboy. It me, the number salesman of 1997's Phantom G Spampton. I mean, I know what Spampton is, but maybe all that extra stuff. I'm not caught up with the memes yet. Now I don't have to read Valentine's Time Warp. Rip Archie. Better hurry, Archie, before I steal your viewership with your own playlist. I mean, you don't have to hurry. But yeah, I'm convinced it's an issue with HQ. Wait. Here we are. Mina! Everyone, where are you? Where are you? Who are you? Who are you? Slowly uploading. I know. How lovely you are. How lovely you are. Oh, is this a narcissist? You wouldn't be the first to say that. Everyone's head over heels for me. Head over heels. You are too, aren't you? You're just repeating everything I say to get my attention, right? Please, anyone can do that. Use your own words. Make me fall for you. Cat in the box. Make me fall for you. Oh, that's not how things work, honey. You can't just leave all the work up to me, you know. That's no fun at all. That's not very Yas Queen of you. That's no fun. What's that? Am I boring you too? Well, I guess this is it then. Farewell, boring being. And here I was thinking you would be some fun. I should never have fallen in love. I'm sure that's a feeling a lot of us think during Valentine's. All I did was love him so, and yet, look what heartache it has brought. Valentine's time warp. Oh, it has an exclamation mark. Damn it. My logo is officially wrong. Prologue. To my defense, there was no exclamation mark in the info page. Yumenoshima Tropical Greenhouse Dome. Shinkiba Koto Ward. Oh, wow. This is amazing. How'd they even get a giant dome like that completely out of glass? Ryota, don't get carried away now. Be respectful of the other visitors trying to enjoy their time here. Yeah, I know. Oh, gotta take a photo so we can show everyone when we get back. Well, we've been looking forward to this. She was squeezing, squeeing on the inside, I bet. Get a good shot at Ryota. My oh my, you read me like a book, don't you? Just like this one here I'm always reading. It's quite a long read, you see. I've been reading it since chapter 1. And here I thought I had my excitement in check. Come on, Ryota. We're not there yet. Photograph as you walk if you want, but keep up. I know. I'm on it already. Alright, come on everyone. Let's get a move on. The three of you pass through the gate into the botanical garden, where you are greeted by a commanding view of its lush interior. I know I just tagged along, but it's not every day you see a tropical greenhouse. What's the deal with this place anyway? Well, this is a man-made island called Yumenoshima. It was built on top of a reclaimed landfill in Tokyo Bay. The botanical gardens turns residual heat from waste incineration into a warm, tropical environment. This ingenious arrangement makes it possible to grow and preserve all sorts of tropical plants, which is invaluable to our wall-filled Tokyo. Walled-in Tokyo. Wait. What? I feel like this is the first time they acknowledged that it was, Tokyo, yeah, it has walls, but it's also walled in from... Is it actually walled in from imports and stuff like that? Tropical plants. Like what? Chocolate bananas? No, you had that last time in the last reprint. Well, it just so happens that, due to circumstances, we have a distinct need of a certain tropical fruit around here. So that's why we're here. But can we really just walk in and take them? I've already secured an appointment. Look, over there, see? You don't find anyone more helpful where produce is concerned. Oh, you've got that right. He's an expert. We can definitely rely on him for anything fruit and veg. It's the cabbage man from Avatar. Who's that? My cabbages! The three of you have passed from the greenhouse domes, wide indoor plaza lined with cafes and stalls, a spacious rest spot. Banana. I mean, you know, bananas taste good and they're easy to open, so why not? I prefer organic ones, so a lone wagon stands apart from the rest, and there, peddling fruit and vegetables, is an Ursusarian. Hey, yo! Oh, it's the wrong one. Why did I think Bolus first? They mentioned imports like way early in Christmas 2016, I think. But I think after that it's been purposely baked to its validity. I see. Question mark. I don't remember them mentioning imports, but, you know, then again it was fucking Santa Claus, so... I mean, I would fuck Santa Claus. Anyways. Hi there! Thanks for coming, folks! Are you all getting your vitamins and fiber intake? You bet you are. Yeah. That would be my reaction. Oh, that's no good. This season is rife with colds and viruses, so it's important to boost your immune system with both boosters. That's our bonus. As for me, I'll get all the vitamins I need every day, so you've got nothing to worry about here. I don't need my shots. All I need is, homeopathy. That shit works, you know. Also, healing crystals. There's nothing like eating a nice, cool tangerine under a heated blanket, you know. I ate so many my hands turn orange. Maybe I should have said that because it's controversial. Also, watching Avatar on Netflix? No, not lately. I just, you know, Avatar's iconic, the original series. Not the movie. Definitely not the movie. And, yeah, I probably rewatched the series at least 3 times. So, like, 4 times total. Delicious stuff. Whoa, who's talking fast? Oh yeah, all the cryptoxanthins and oranges will do that. It gets turned into vitamin A in your liver, you see. doesn't have any bodily effects, but it will cling to fat cells and seep through your skin, turning it yellow. And let's not forget the... that's a wrap. Thank you so much for that piece of fascinating trivia, but perhaps we shall continue another time. We wanted to ask you about... Hey, I was interested. Don't be rude, Shiro. There is no movie. Indeed. Volosrance. Yeah, for real. A bit too long there. Right. You are right. You are. Silly me. I just get so caught up in talk of fruit and veg that I can't help myself. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us. I know you must be busy with your work. I can't believe they completely retconned country Volos. There was no country accent there at all. Yeehaw! Oh, don't you worry a darn tootin' thing about that. The crowd's sent over there, so I think it's time for a break anyway. I'm happy to help with anything you need from me. I'm just sorry you had to come all the way from Shinjuku. What a place to sell your veggies. Do they grow well in a greenhouse like this, though? Not all of them, no. But this botanical garden and I have a bit of an arrangement regarding cultivation. Kawaii. Yeah, I've always said it's pretty cute. I can sell the fruit and veg reared in my experiments and put my carved pumpkins on display at Halloween. It's a very collaborative facility, see? I can grow watermelons for summer nights and early too. And then there's as he talks, Rose pulls a variety of packages out from his wagon. The accents. Here y'all are, the cacao pads you asked for. We've got them growing right here in Texas in greenhouse, so I picked the best for y'all. Okay, that's awesome, I'll do that, I promise. Now, that's what we're here for. Cacao beans. Is it cacao or cocoa? Because it's like, I feel like it should be cocoa. I'm pretty sure cocoa is a word with OA, but then I see AO more when it's referred to beans. Cocoa beans are the seeds of the tropical fruit, after all. So we're better to come than here. You wanted fresh cacao beans? You sure got them. They don't come fresher than these babies right here. I can't believe how hard these are. How do they end up as chocolate? Do you peel them? The flesh and outer shell around the beans is called the cocoa. I'm gonna have an aneurysm trying to decide between these two. Pod. The ingredient that makes the chocolate is the seeds inside. I recommend this here strain of chocolate. It grows fast and harvests quick, and will make excellent chocolate mass. I'll just say chocolate, not cacao? Then what the heck is cocoa? Alright, I should explain. Cacao mass is the powder made from ground cocoa beans. It's the foundation of most chocolate. Oh, yes. Don't you dare interrupt me again. Yeah, that's exactly right. You certainly know your stuff, Shiro. Better watch your back. And then he just puts on his Bolo cheese face. Poor Bolos. All he wanted to do was give that spiel. I mean, it was pretty obvious. Wait, I saw more. Did you know that the whole process for making cacao mass, first was harvesting, then fermentation, then drying, then thanks, Volos. We really appreciate the beans. Cool beans. Cocoa. Yeah, what the heck is cocoa? If there's cocoa and there's cacao, what the heck is cocoa? I give up. Oh, sure. Included for sure. You were asleep with your eyes open tonight, but if there's anything more you want to know, I'll be happy to explain. Thanks, fellows. Will do. Next chance we get. Why don't you explain it in private? Oh, I'd love to. I'll fill in all the blanks until you're thoroughly satisfied. I'll also fill in your blanks if you get what I mean. Haha. Cacao. Made from Volos' own beans. It's a masterpiece in the making. We'll bring you some chocolate when it's done. Have you ever tried like dark chocolate? That shit is disgusting. I mean, it's good when it has a bit of sugar, but like pure dark chocolate, which is essentially just cocoa. Ugh. Like, chocolate flavor is weird because the pure chocolateness really is just bitter. I'll be awaiting I'll be waiting in my mouth-watering anticipation. I'm also so excited my heart is fit to burst. I'm not used to Volus being this happy for so long and not being worried. Come to think of it, how come you kids are out here looking for cocoa beans anyways? I mean, I guess it's that time of the year and all, but it's rare to see someone actually wanting to make chocolate from scratch. Oh, cocoa. Yeah. I think we're lingering on this point a bit too long. Well, that's a long story. It all began a few days ago. Oh, it's not doing the cutscene flashback sound effect. Hello? Hello there, my friend. Have you been well? It is I, Pete, Roppongi's Guildmaster. I wonder, have you heard about the Tokyo Sweet shows that will be held soon? You haven't? Well, in that case, you're in for a treat. Let me tantalize you with the details. It's a Tokyo-wide sweet food extravaganza spanning from Valentine's Day to White Day. As it happens, this year we, our Roppongi, will be on it. They're waking preparations for a stall now, like busy little bees. And that, well, that is why I called you to see if you might be free, because, I would be most honored if you would make me featured in another Valentine event, just like the current one, as well as in a Valentine jail. If you would come by my stall, my friend, you must try my handpicked selection. Yes, please, yes, please! Hawkman, don't interrupt this! Don't interrupt this, Hawkman, please! A dining area will be set on site, of course, and, as presumptuous as it may be, my own Hawkman will be on display. Oh no! Oh yeah, my darling leech. I'd be more upset, but like, Hawkman was pretty cool in the last event. I forget what she did, but I remember she was being pretty cool. Anyways, after hearing your sweet voice, how could your beloved Hawkman stay away? And my, whatever did I happen to overhear that my leech will be coming to call? What heartwarming news. Hawkman, that's my phone! Return it at once! I love some dark chocolate. It's you know, if you get sick of sweetness, then you can try dark chocolate. If you like bitterness for some shit, I don't know. I don't hate dark chocolate, but the aftertaste is really bad. I like white chocolate, and I can't get enough of it. You have cute ears. I'm not sure who you're referring to. Maybe me, but I have never shown myself, so I don't know if I can confirm that or deny that willingly. What a crying shame that my supremely grand and gorgeous self will not be representing us at the booth. No, Leek! Don't be ignored! The booba. And after I went to the trouble of commissioning this life-size panel of my citrus bushy-tailed visage for decoration. Hawkman, why does it seem to have a hole in the bottom? Oh, because it doubles as... never mind. Indeed, Lady Hawkman. I had to harden my heart, but I fear that your beauty is too stimulating for the crowd. Joe and mean, well, if you mean, what's called leaked and, what's it called? Gomon, then sure. Oh, and don't I know it, my little leak. Acknowledgement that he's there. I don't fault your decision one bit. On that note, Meltdown, come greet my liege, won't you? What's the use in hiding in some corner? I must remind you, Monsieur Cleet, that I am not fit for such a grand responsibility. Besides, it is far too embarrassing. What nonsense, Meltdown. Stand proud, my girl. Your exquisite chocolate cake is guaranteed to be a hit. I believe I would do no harm than help. Is it not too late to beseech Mr. Hawkman to take my place? Oh, I wouldn't dream of it, Meltdown Darkman. After all, I have my own plans for today. I never had white chocolate before. That shit is amazing. You should try it. It's like chocolate, but even sweeter. Okay, milk and sugar is definitely underselling it. Lady Huckman. Now that I've been freed of the burden of being on display, I can attend the event for pleasure instead of business. Oh, fucking finally, for once. I mean, as you know, much as Huckman pushes teeth around, it's cool to have her around, and I feel like for too many events in a row, she's like, oh, I'm on business, oh, I have this thing, and I can't be there, but here's Charlotte in my stead. So, you know, props to Huckman for actually winning one for once. Which brings me to you, my liege, and a very special request I have for you. I mean to arrange a fabulously exclusive confectionery collaboration between you and my gorgeous self. Just hold on now, Lady Huckman. I confess, I did invite my dear friend to come along, but that wasn't my way. Leaked. Preparations for our booths are already underway. A collaboration with my liege. Oh, how thrilling. My whip is cracking already. We'll discuss the details at a later date. I expect to hear from Charlotte later. Lady Huckman, please! I was in the middle of making my own plans on you. Anyway. Well, let me tell it. It sounds like a typhoon hitting a terrain area. So then little Miss Huckman got all dramatic and insisted her so-called liege had to go ahead and pick the cacao, I'm gonna lose my mind. How does one differentiate between chocolate and someone named Choco who was late? You say, I don't know, the exact same way you described it, I guess. Someone who is Choco who's late. Or Choco is late. Too much Choco puns. Even most professional chocolatiers wouldn't go to that kind of trouble. That Huckman's one tomato short of a fruit salad. That sounds like a very Texas thing to say. Well, I'll be Monkey's uncle. She was so worked up that I feared poor Charlotte's life if we didn't appease her. I know it's a joke, but I like to take jokes seriously because that's part of the funniness. That said, cocoa mass is one thing, but getting our hands on any beans but the cheap stuff is easier said than done. That explains why you came to an agricultural researcher such as myself, asking for a hand. That can be hard to refuse. I was surprised when you reached out to me, but I like your spontaneity. Alright, that's the beans all bagged up for you. Careful now, they're pretty heavy. If you don't mind, could you fill me in on how it goes? They're part of my research, so I need to write a report on results. Hey, you're godsend, Volus. Alright, expect a full report, sir. These aren't the exploding kind, right? Fair question. You take the bag of beans from Volus and tuck them into a large carrying bag. Because, you know, in Beach House, he did make exploding vegetables for some weird-ass reason. Why hello there. Welcome. How about some of my fresh, organically grown fruit and vegetables? Volus notices an incoming customer and issues a hasty greeting. However, there are replies directed not at Volus, but at you. Hey! It's, Kenta. Hello. Sorry. Who's there? Oh, hey Kenta. Haven't seen you since Christmas fun. And this must be... Well, I'll be. The little bladder runs off all of a sudden, and just when I'm wondering off where it's gone, look who you gone and found. Hey, Bargus and Kenta. Oh, what's with the fashion parade? On a grand day out, eh? Fashion? Me? Boy, quit ogling at me, why don't you? These clothes were a gift. My British-isms on point? I'm not sure about that. I keep on teetering towards like Australianism and Irishism or something like that. And you know, I don't even hear it in the Japanese Bargus, so I don't know. They were left right in my doorway with a little note saying I could have him. Lot said, I reckon I could guess who left them there. And every day you get a note from on the back of an exam paper. Anyways, I don't get out much, so I'm grateful for some new collaborator. Can't say I expected to run into you out here though. What's meaning out here? You three? Are you sightseeing? Oh yeah, I guess we're counting Inugami. I have to draw a flower for homework, so Uncle Vargas brought me here. What's got me on my feet? So I haven't been home much lately. Got today off though, so I am taking some family time. I think his accent is a translation quirk. I mean, we've all seen the very beginning translations with how Extreme Vargas originally sounded. When I was referring to like Cowboy Bolos, I was also referring to that original translate where he sounded like, "Yeehaw! Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle," or some shit like that. If interesting plants and flowers are what you meant, you've come to the right place. You're sure to be at the top of class, Kenta? Yeah, I'll give it my best. I'll make you proud, Chiro. Barg swag. Like Nero's English. It wasn't like Nero's English, it wasn't English, it was just extreme accents that was coming out of nowhere suddenly. Irish Kushi. Now that would be cool if we had recordings of those original translations, because they actually outright replaced them after. Volo sounded more like a hick than he did a scientist, and now he's more of a scientist, which is weird. No, I don't think Mexican Lab was ever a thing. So, what's next for us? We got our beans already. Goodbye, fluffy boys. I will come later. For real. Alright, see you around. Seeing as how you've come all the way out here already, why not take him to the sights? He actually spent a bunch of English words in shaping. Nero's thing is being one of those DJs that like English for some reason and think it's trendy to try to use English even though it's not proper English. Which is surprisingly common in Japanese media. That very specific kind of description. There's a cafe specializing in foods from the world's friend. Take a load off your feet and enjoy some new cuisine. I'm coming. Otherworldly food, specialty cafe. Kept me in. Come on, let's get a move on. We have an all day, you two. Where the fuck is Ken go? A cafe in a botanical garden. You can do with a break. Now, to be clear, we're going to enjoy the gardens too. Nobody's spending the whole day at the cafe. Kushi is best boy too. Yeah, I mean, he's the reason why I started playing. I don't necessarily like him as much as before, but you know, he's still someone I think has really good design. The kinds of experiences one gains at places like this are invaluable. Mr. Mononoke says that culture enriches the heart. Which means the food here is invaluable too. No worry, we'll get plenty of enrichment. Heart and belly. Kengo doesn't like plants, but I thought he liked doing things outdoors. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. You're impossible. Fine, we'll take a break, but then we're going to explore. Oh, before I forget, here's a coupon for the cafe. You're planning to fuel up there, this will come in handy. Oh, brilliant. Thanks, mate. I appreciate you being so good to Kenta. Also, aside from the usual exhibits around the dining areas, there's a Flowers of Love display to check out. It's all good, Joe. If you have any interest in exhibits, you won't want to miss it. Might go over the kid said, though. Flowers of Love? That's a bit too grown up for Kenta, I'll say. Well then, it's back to work for me. Don't forget to read the cacao pamphlet. I hope it comes out tasty. Meanwhile, at the Botanical Garden Cafe and Restaurant. As a busy CEO, I'm grateful for you coming so far out of your way to notice the snow. There was no issue at all. My drawing master has requested to give this venture my full attention after all. That said, this is rather an odd place for a meeting, is it not? Is there some trouble I should know about? Housamo glances around before continuing in a quiet voice, only for Snow's ears. There's been an unforeseen shakeup in the market, you see. The tycoons have announced a brand new project. They plan to unveil it at the Tokyo Street Show, which just so happens to overlap with their own project announcement. Are you part of the Tycoons? Well, I guess that's how he knows. They have some fierce momentum behind them, so it's more important than ever to ensure our own project stands out. Very well. I won't ask the details, but I would imagine it involves a voraciously vivacious vixen, Hawkman. If we watch things with a joint venture, we'll lose our shares. That's why I'd like to keep things secret from my guild. Huh, okay, interesting. He's being a businessman, so he's actually just hiding the fact. After all, this joint venture with Ikabukuro's esteemed guildmaster Claude has been a long time in the making. Many pains have been taken to covertly ensure our announcement will be the highlight of the event. Oh, don't tell me, this is where they make their business start milk. I shall take your caution to heart, my good sir. It would not do to undermine my drawing master's hard work. As it happens, I have the prototype we borrowed on hand to return to you. Be assured that we have thoroughly tested its capabilities. Here's a draft of the presentation we have planned as well. Ah, such quick work! I knew I could count on you. You have proven yourself a fine business partner. I've heard the most unsettling rumors that the cold-blooded Salamandrous will be helping to promote their wares. Her master has supposedly coerced her into becoming the face of the beer booth. I'd best work hard to put her to shame. Yes, well, I'm quite sure that having such motivation will, certainly jumpstart your productivity. Guillermo awkwardly takes a sip of coffee once again and looks away in embarrassment, scanning the area. As it happens... Wait, what's Snow and Gyu talking about? I left real quick. Gyu, Mao, and Snow seem to be about to open some business that they're keeping hidden from the Tycoons, since the Tycoons are also opening a business around the same time. And Gyu Mao knows this because he's also part of the Tycoons. So, as to what this business is, I mean, I made a guess of what it is already, but they haven't actually explicitly said what it was. Hey, it's Well, isn't this a coincidence? God, Melcene, and Snow never talk in the main story, so I always forget how much they hate each other. They talked in the event once where Melcene debuted, and Melcene also mentioned her distaste for Snow during her character quest or something like that. And also they had a rivalry going on also in the Battle of the Bells. But yeah, never in main story. If it isn't my business partner, what brings the lot here? Remember to keep our little chat off the records now. That entire group is in a partnership with the Tycoons. Well now, if they've entered the ring, this little transaction is certain to be an interesting bit of sport indeed. At this rate, it's only a matter of time before we're recognized. Shall we take it the back door, Guillermo? You can take my back door anytime. No, we shall tackle him head on. Retreat is not the only means of survival. Sometimes you must take the bull by the horns. You can take me by the horns while you take my back door. Arson, a chat is why have most fluffy. Okay. Thank you, I guess. Not sure what cha means though. Hey, check it out. Do you see who I see? Right over there, Arson. Well, look who it is. Totally didn't see you there in the previous scene, like from 10 meters away. How are you holding up, my dear business partner? Well, just fancy that. If it isn't Arson, this is totally the first time we are seeing you. Well, never thought I'd see you two together. Looking snazzy, Mr. CEO. Such a keen eye! It's suit to strap in all this muscle and the spirit has its merits, but even I have to just down once in a... Huh? Oh my. Something certainly seems to have struck your motivation. Shall I arrange a private presentation for you later? Marathon is fluffy. Well, my icon is fluffy. Yes, I would say so then. Maybe my beard fluffed too, but that's another story. Hey, how come you two are chatting it up? What's the occasion? Casual biz at the cafe? Well, we're just talking about their probable milk business and how they're gonna fill me up with it. Ryoka, that's so rude! Please wait for a later chapter for it to be divulged. Please forgive him. We didn't intend to intrude on your meeting. No, don't concern yourselves with formalities. It was about a casual meeting. As it happens, we've just wrapped up our business. Actually, I could go for some tea myself. Come join us since we're all here. Let's get some more seats. Tell me, are you partial to the food from Mount Pinkley? Well, I'm just adjust this volume. If you don't mind a lot of us barging on your meeting, Kenta and I will kindly accept. Kenta? Now, the little rascal gone off to. Ravi is taking the exhibits of the Flowers of Love display. The weapon search. Sorry to impose, but I'd very much appreciate that. You know, I'll take the Flowers of Love then. Maybe the display won't inspire us. What's your plans, Bargist? I'll pop along the Flowers of Love display, I reckon. Is Bargist really British, or is he more like Irish? Because I feel like I'm getting an Irish vibe from him too. Do British people really say I reckon? I don't know. What's this? A display featuring romance. I had no idea such an auspicious event was taking place nearby. I confess, I find the concept of such an exhibit to be most intriguing. I would very much like to accompany you if possible. Together with Bargist, Snow, and Gumo, you head off to the flowers studded display to take a look around. Anemone. Scientific name, Anemone. Coronaria. Meaning of flowers. Fleeting love. Heartache. Rescued bat eats banana. Definitely British? I mean, I doubt Bargist's mythology is British, but if you say so. Edelweiss. Leontopodium eponym. Meaning of flower. Excitement of first love. What's the kid up to? What a cutie, but so sad. A fairy-like transient catches your eye among the flowers. In a tiny, fragile voice, the transient very quietly reads aloud the exhibit's labels as if learning how to speak. Daffodil. Scientific name, Narcissus. Meanings of flower. Love of self or pretension or love me again once more. Muttering away quietly in that tiny voice, the transient accidentally meets your gaze as you pass by. That moment, the tears welling in her eyes spill over to draw a straight line down one little cheek. Making little girl cry? Not cool, Hajime. Then suddenly, the entire dome is obscured by a brilliant burst of enveloping light. Alright, looks like we are going to be continuing with part 2. The prologue is 3 parts, I believe. No, I think it's only 2, and then part 1 is 3 parts. Oh man, it's already been 40 minutes, or nearly 40, geez, and it's we only finished the first part of the prologue. Oh my god. Overworld shift. Is that what they call it? I thought it was called Collision of Worlds. Are you sure they're called those? I know people, I've heard the term before, but never in game. Or at least I can't remember it in game. Maybe it's just like a colloquialism. I don't know, he's talking about overworld shift versus a collision of worlds. AKA when we switch the environment we're in to different mythologies. As the tear slips from the Fey transient's cheek to splash upon the ground, the light explodes throughout the entire garden. Your eyes are so blinded by the light that an unnatural darkness fills your vision. It is almost as if you have started dreaming. What the? What just happened? What was that light all about? You find yourself lying on the ground as though you had suddenly fallen asleep. Your thoughts a jumble, you set yourself up. That's when you come to realize the strangeness of your circumstances. The scenery around you is no longer that of Tokyo. Where'd the gardens go? Could this be a collision of worlds? Oh, collision of worlds, what did I tell you? No one's calling it overworld shift anywhere at any point. Unless you screenshot me, in which case I'll make a public apology next time. Is everyone alright? Ah, bugger. Whoa, hang about. Where in the bloody hell are we? What happened to the domes? Is it the forest? Wait, Kenta. Kenta! Kenta! Where are you? Where is he gone? It was right here just a moment ago. Vargas quickly scrambles to his feet, too quickly as he smashes directly into a tree branch looming over his head. Alright, Sideshow Bob. Talk about a bump to the noggin. I'm not even gonna ask, I'm sure this happens to him plenty. Oh, that hurt! Marathon. Marathon, you're here. My goodness, you're alright. But where the heck are we? The gardens? The cafe? Kenta and Inugami? What happened to it all? First things first. Everybody settle down. Panicking will do no good whatsoever. Please calm yourselves. It puts my heart at ease to see that you're all safe and sound. Although it doesn't seem serious at first glance, that bump to the head still bears inspection. You can never be too careful. I'm so glad you're both here. Do you know what happened though? Are the others with you? All we know is that an abnormal event has occurred. For now, we should report, confer, and handle problems as they come. How the blazes can you just be sitting around? Out of my way. Gotta find Kenta. I'm afraid it's not advisable to go off alone. First, we must confirm the well-being of those here. Bar guest. You. Sorry about that. All blood must have rushed to my head when I cracked it on that branch. Wait, you seriously started bleeding for that? Jesus Christ. Now, righty-ho then. Take my hand, Arthur. I'll go once you're up. Alright now? If you don't, my bad. Luck will find you. And, nah. On second thought, you're such a troublemaker that I might end up the one copying it, eh? Ah, You get to your feet and calmly observe your surroundings. The view is similar to the one you saw through the glass dome of your botanical gardens. However, it differs in the sense that you appear to be in a forest proper. The branches of the trees stretch up towards the heavens, showing the glimmers of light through their leaves. Ahead you see a gentle spring, as calm as a mere surface. Around the spring bloom a plethora of narcissus flowers, a type of daffodil. What a sight this is. And so many flowers blooming so beautifully. However, there is something odd about it. For such a lush green forest, I sense very few signs of life. Oh, roger that. This place is quiet as a grave. There ain't even any birds call, let alone any woodland creatures about. Indeed. For some reason, I'm having a really difficult time trying to nail a British accent. It just sounds like a normal accent to me when I tried to do something with Vargas. Snow looks around for a moment before closing his eyes and focuses his senses. It's Hercules. It would appear that the five of us are alone in the vicinity of the spring, for the time being. You cannot sense any presences other than ourselves. We seem to have landed in a spot of hot water, as it were. Aren't there only four of us? The fifth is lying by the spring, as prone as we all were a short while ago. When you search the banks of the spring, you see that Housamo is right. Sleeping among the fields of amber daffodils, you see probably Echo. Yeah. Hey, I know that face. It's Flower Girl. How sad she looks in her sleep. Kane. Yes. Who's that little lady then? Doesn't look like one of yours, maid Saracens. She appears to be a transient like ourselves. Perhaps a stranger is the cause of her present circumstances. Might be it, but we don't know that yet. If you got your head about you, my business partner, I made the right choice in you. For the time being, let us relocate to somewhere more comfortable. It's quiet here for now, but that may not last. It would be risky to pass the night somewhere with such poor visibility. We should find our way out while there's still light. Furthermore, we are too close to the water. We may find ourselves having to deal with thirsty animals seeking sustenance, such as those from Samocord. I would also like to share one more detail with you all. Although I hope it is my only unfounded fear. I believe I sense something powerful near the heart of this forest. However, cannot guess as to what it might be. Could there be carnivorous plants here? Quiet, you. Don't go blurring out your worst fears around a magnet of misfortune like me. You trying to see a sod's life in action? Auction. I don't know. It sounds like we've brainstormed our action plan, so let's get to work. What to do with this transient, though? I'd love to pick her up and carry her myself, but maybe one of you should do it. Wouldn't want to take this girl, a little girl with my rotten buck. Alright. Who's up for it? I'm too lazy. Allow me! I can't imagine a better opportunity to awe you with my muscular prowess. Oops! I shouldn't carry folks on my shoulder like that. Sorry, bad habits for my old job. I shall take the lead then. For our first order of business is to clear the tree line. With your plans in place, you move carefully towards the edge of the forest, cautiously scanning your surroundings as you go. Eventually, where did the botanical gardens go? Kiminoshima pulling out all the stops. I don't think that's right. Oh no, Joe. Someone's asking you something that you probably don't know how to answer. What is the meaning of this? A mountain path winding into the sky. Could it be Tianju? It's Tianzhou. Like the guy in here, in chat with us. Don't know what this Tanju of yours is, but I'm pretty sure this ain't it. This ain't it, Chief. Oh, fortunate that the forest itself is not particularly deep. At least we made it out without incident. Cripes, does anything make you a lot blink? Any competent servant knows to always remain calm and composed. Compared to what I went through while on my butler training, of course, this is nothing. Butler training. I wonder if you saw fucking someone could. Since he is a level 3 butler, after all. The heck kind of school did you go to? It's a weird, wild world we live in. The mountain seems familiar. Could it be? Anyway, what's important is that we successfully completed our first mission. Getting out of the forest. In which case, phase 2 of our plan hinges on locating a suitable resting place. Yeah, about that. See that stream? Yeah, Ayrton's streaming right now. I'm thinking I can see what looks like a house along the bank up there. Oh, well done, Barghest. A gold star for you, direct from the CEO. Then I should see fit to bestow upon you 2 gold stars, if you deign to accept them. Gold stars? The two of you sure are downright wacky sense of humor. Have you met before, Barghest? Hey, where's my gold stars? For real. You got me there. You can certainly think on your feet. Oh, well, shower you on gold stars in good time, my good partner. The gold shower, just for you. So, who's going to explain these gold stars for me, eh? I don't get it. This is some kind of Ponzi biz talk. This is an NFT. That gold star line was changed from like likes to gold stars. Oh yeah, I think one of the collectible things was gold stars. Oh, or not gold stars. It was like likes or something like that. As the conversation continues, you reach the Ayrton stream. However, you immediately notice something about the villa there. Place is empty, stripped to the bone. Doesn't look like anybody's using it, at least. Sorry to whoever owns this place, but we're inviting ourselves in. A waterside shelter is too good to pass up. We should be grateful for any sort of shelter to weather the wind and rain. It is quite spacious and seems perfectly functional. Oh yeah, I am thinking fashionista. I don't remember what the collectible items, if it's not like Sun, from this quest, or event rather. Snow produces a small bottle from the baggage he has on hand. This tincture should easily be enough to stimulate wakefulness. It has a slight punch, but there shouldn't be any side effects. You've woken up, I see. Please, do not be afraid. We found you passed out in the forest, so we brought you out here in shelter. But yeah, there was a cute fan art from Sumi about it. I see. I want Infernal Arachne 3 and 4 star. Fashionista does not exist. You'll never get her. Actually, I feel like they might reprint it after this event, to be honest. I know it's a meme, but it's like... Last year we also received a reprint that was like a while coming. Right after Valentine's, that is. Woken up. Intense nose noises. I hope I'm not making too many audible side noises like that. Except when it's intentional, like with echo sneezing. What's this? Could it be that you? Sounds like you ain't exactly got the gift of the gab. Gob. You see the like sometimes with transients fresh off the portal, but transients. Trying to get the Britishness off. You see sometimes with the transients fresh off the portal. Whatever. Yes. Ain't got the gift of the gab. Well, look at that. If you got a tongue in your head after all. What a relief. Hey, can you tell us your name? Yes. Oh yeah, she's echoing, duh. I can tell you my name. Well, what's all up? We're waiting to hear this name of yours. You're just parroting your own words back to us. Back to us. I'll be back. Right you are! Good communication skills are a foundation of productive collaboration. This looks to be a tough interview. Hold up, I wonder. Your muttering attracts the Therian's attention. She looks up to you and something. Hi, I'm Marathon. Tell us your name. Looks up at you. Yes, my name is Echo Marathon. Oh, so that's how it is, eh? I think I've got the gist. Crive, you really do meet new transients every day. For some reason, Echo here can only respond to a direct request, or so it would seem. Gotcha. So when we asked her if she could tell us her name, all she could say was that yes, she could. Echo nods ever so slightly, sheepishly avoiding direct eye contact. Don't you worry yourself. We transients have all kinds of complications. I had some troubles like myself when I first arrived in Tokyo. Business things were a trial back then, let me tell you, when I kept on ripping my clothes apart. As long as we know your limits, we can work around them. That's the way of the pioneer. No, Panda Boy, keep the flirts in the DMs. Don't want to put Joe in an awkward position right now. Work around. Well, at least we got your name. Shut up, we already made progress. Pleasure to meet you, Echo. Yes, a pleasure to meet you. I mean, that wasn't a direct request, but sure. Now then, let us get our bearings. I would like to request Echo's help in this as well. To begin with, Echo, are you able to remember where, before awakening here? I skipped like 2 years. Where you were before awakening here? Yes, Echo was in the botanical gardens. Indeed, that is consistent with what we remember. We are admiring the flowers of love display. Flower. Then we were suddenly enveloped in a brilliant light and transported to this place. I myself have experienced a similar occurrence before. I suspect the current circumstances are one and the same. He got distracted from making cake. Nice. Give me some later. It seems this will require some dynamic thinking to solve. We appear to have been pulled into a collision of worlds. So I was right. Yeah, figures. Such as a phenomenon that usually occurs in Tokyo, owing to its high transient population. So, I mean, some of them are permanent, aren't they? Done there, done that. Can you explain in more detail? Like them more. Oh wait, was there a skip function? Oh well. Might as well do the longer text option. As you wish. Allow me to explain what it means for the worlds to collide. When worlds collide, it's the ultimate hope and ultimate destiny, or however the song goes. When a collision occurs, it means that aspects of another world overlap with similar parts of Tokyo. So it's a bit like an exception in a sense in terms of similarities. Not exceptions, but the rule of two transients not being able to coexist with another. The exact causes are not yet known. However, certain commonalities have been noted between occurrences. There are exceptions, but usually the overlap occurs within closed spaces created by buildings, weather, or other phenomena. Moreover, the majority of the occupants of this closed space must be transients or app users. At the heart of it all, there tends to be one focal transient. The location and scenery of the overlap mirror the memory of a place ingrained in the mind of that transient. When all the conditions collide, that memory will manifest itself, creating what is known as a collision of worlds. Oh, so that's how they work. Thanks for the lowdown, Snow. On the contrary, thank you for listening. And hope that this information may be of assistance to you. The collision of worlds. Listen, everyone. I know we have to be careful and all, but I want to get a move on. Quick smart. I can't stand the thought of getting caught up on all this, shivering in his little boots. Not so hasty, Bargust. This is but a theory, but if I am correct, it is unlikely that Kento is brought here with us. No Kentos allowed. In my estimation, only those who are in one section of this special display were caught up on this. Oh, so this is how Bargus gets character development without Kento present. So, you're saying some of us who were at the Botanical Gardens ended up here, and others didn't? It is merely theory, but I believe that is why Kento was not there when we came to. But you can't be sure. As you say, however, I can be sure that Kento was nowhere in the forest. I've experienced a collision during one of my enterprises before. Not everyone was pulled in either. Your concerns are understandable, but there's nothing for it now but to have faith. Miyoshi and Shiro were with Kento after all. Of course. And he got the puppet with them, I suppose. I just hope they're all safe and sound. Okay, there's British accent, and then there's whatever Bargus says, which is not just straight up British, but seems like very, you know, low down folkly. Kento without Bargus in Festa, now Bargus without Kenta in Timeslip. But they complete each other. I mean, like, for real, a lot of the character is dependent on that outside of it. Like, I understand splitting characters to get their individual development, but, you know, it's like some people, character connections are so important that it's like you can't completely remove them without actually taking away from someone's character. I don't know why I thought of McCroik was in this event. That would be the next Valentine's event. Shaking his head fiercely, Bargus banishes the fears rising up in him. Sorry about that. No, where were we? The best thing we can do right now is focusing on getting back. You mentioned the focal transient. Does that make one of us the focus? The collided world is a projection of the focal transient's mental landscape. It evokes the world that they came from. Let us step outside for a moment. Perhaps one of us might recognize where we are. As a whole, your party follows a Snow's suggestion. You exit the rundown village to take a look around outside. A rolling grass plain spreads out beneath a cerulean sky. Beyond it lies a gargantuan mountain, with a forest at its foot. That mountain might look like Gaochang in certain light, but it's not nearly far enough. No, I don't recognize this view. If the forest were a bit thicker, it might look a bit like the Tiernan dog I remember, but it ain't. Still, I get the strange sense of nostalgia, or such like I've been here before. You all take in as much as you can of the view, trying to match it with your memories, but nothing seems to ring a bell. There is, however, one pair of eyes glued to the soaring mountains. I know this. Oh? Are you familiar with this particular vista, Echo? I mean, it's painfully obvious it was coming from Echo. Either that or Hercules, but we haven't seen him yet, so. Yes, this vista is Olympus. Ah, yes. I've read up on many other worlds, and this mountain does fit the description. The sacred pinnacle atop which live those 12 most highly ranked in their world's hierarchy. It certainly most looks the part. If your memory serves you correctly, then there can be no doubt. We are in the world of Olympus. So that means the focus of this collision is a projection of Echo's memories? Echo's memories? That vaguely looked like that one meme. As one, the whole group turns to stare at Echo. The fey transient grows flustered under your gaze, eyes rolling up with tears. Oh no, beg your pardon, miss. Don't cry. We weren't blaming you, I promise. I mean, maybe a bit. Precisely. No one here believes you're responsible, Echo. You're simply taking a methodical approach to blaming you without hurting your feelings. Well, be that as it may, it certainly seems that this world is tied to you somehow or other. Boys, no. Don't go putting the squeeze on poor girl even more. My oh my. Ugh, forgive me, Echo. That was not my intention, such devastation. I simply meant to get things in order. My apologies. You three are way too intense. Don't worry, you aren't in the wrong. Actually, you're not in the wrong. Seriously, you're not in the wrong, jeez. It's solely Echo's fault. Like, Ashley. What do you say we return to the spring and carry out a little investigation? That spring. That sounds promising. You know what else we'll find? Echo, will you help us search? Help us search the spring. Yes. If this world is a projection of Echo's memories, then... What happened? You know, Echo might have just have said the hidden strength in there. Actually, I'm reminded a little of Kenta. Does this mean anything to you, Echo? Does this mean anything to you, Echo? Seeing as we woke up here, perhaps. Emo tries to draw Echo's attention, but she is fixated avidly on the spring. Judging by the look on her face, this place must be at the heart of the collision. If this location is the one you cannot forget, Echo, then the key to doing this collision must lie here. You all look around, hunting for clues when... Hey, look over there. I see someone across the spring. There's someone else here. It's Jesus Christ. Oh my god. It's Housamo. Narcissus. For the first time, Echo murmurs to herself not in response to a question, but of her own accord. Narcissus? Friend of yours? Gazing steadily at the figure, the one called Narcissus, Echo nods almost imperceptibly. Oh my god, my voice is gonna be destroyed. Suddenly, a squadron of fierce-looking wyverns appears between your group and the shadowed figure. What the bloody hell are those? Where were they hiding? I descried not a hint of a presence nor of bloodlust. What a surprise! It is as though they appeared out of thin air. Echo, quick, this way. Hurry back now. You too, Arthur. This is an advanced state of emergency, ladies and gentlemen. We must retreat ASAP. I actually really like the scene. The more I listen to it, the more it's like it actually sounds like modern pop, like Lady Gaga or something. I'm glad this event started the other event to get to the point rather than drag on. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but if you mean you're glad it started right away, yeah, I guess so. OMG, that blanket silhouette's so trippy. Yeah. I can totally see what Echo's into. Flash of those. The appearance of the wyvern flock, accompanied by a flash of shining light, startles your friends and envelops them in chaos. However, in the middle of it all, Echo remains rooted to the spot as though she can't even hear the furor of flapping winds. Echo, grab my hand! Narcissus. Echo lowers her head, squeezing her eyes rightly closed. The stream of tears trickled down her little cheeks. A moment later, the world is once more enveloped in a brilliant flash of light. Oh, is that what he's saying? That the prologue has action in the beginning? I mean, some prologues are like that. It's like... what's it called? Like in the last one with Meow Happy Illusion, there was a bit of stuff going on. We got a lot of explanation, and we got to see fucking Tezcatlipoca's, you know, fucking plushie, and that was cute and funny. So, I wouldn't say it's just exclusive to Valentine's Time Warp, but we will start with part 1 now, of episode 1 of part 1. Everything is bathed in blinding white light. You cannot see, hear, or sense anything or anyone. Then you find yourself subsumed in a strange darkness, as though you have stumbled into the realm of sleep. When you come to, you're lying on the forest floor. There's no indication that the flock of wyverns was ever there. Almost as if... Isn't this... Where are the wyverns? Narcissus. Echo is lying on the bank of the spring. She rights herself and stares around in puzzlement, seeming utterly dumbfounded. Wake up! Marathon! Echo! Run! The wyverns are... Did he fucking hit his head again? Bloody branch! Wait, what? This feels oddly familiar. Hold up. Where did those wyverns get to? Before it's so quiet I could hear a pin drop. Vargas, you holding up okay? I feel a strong sense of deja vu right now. Thank heavens, you all made it. Fear not, I sense no wyverns in the vicinity at present. Vargas just going ahead and bonking himself to contain his own horny. Any injury can prove serious. Even a bump to the head bears inspection. At least we avoided a critical situation. Fine work, everyone. For you, my employees, you would have earned a hefty bonus. Perhaps you could save your recruitment drives for later, Housamo. Good thing everyone's okay. What's happening? Hire me, hire me. There's something fishy about all this. Echo does not know what that was all about. That is precisely what we ought to discuss. Just what exactly just occurred. Sounds like a plan. Though like as not, my bad luck will bring those wyverns back down on us if we just loiter around here. Off we go then, Vargas. We'll mull this mystery over back at the villa. Less of the shoulder claps there, chum. Don't want a bad luck rubbing off on you. Narcissus is gone again. Think you can come with us, Echo? We're gonna head out now. Oh, yes. Echo will go too. Echo will come with you. With Vargas and Housamo in the lead, the party once more makes for the tree line. Among you, only Snow gazes back at the spring in suspect contemplation of recent events. Valentine's Time Warp. Episode 1. First Love, Meltdown. Hey, it's the song name. What is... As you return to the villa, now your base of operations, Echo's expression goes blank and with puzzlement once more. Forgive me. I have taken the liberty of preparing a cup of your tea for your enjoyment. Earl Grey is known to ease the heart and promote relaxation. I recommend taking it with a generous splash of milk. Oh, yes. Echo will take it. Dare I ask where the tea set came from? I think the milk was Earl Grey. A butler such as myself would be amiss if we were not prepared to provide refreshments at any given time or place. Oh, splendid. You've outdone yourself. This milk tea holds its own even compared to my own company's brand, to know. All the stress and exhaustion is just melting away. Look, a spot of rest is all well and good, but we're on a budget here. I can't for the life of me fathom where, when, or how you came across cakes and a sandwich stand. What? The best of the best, performed with admirable consistency. I would expect no less of Claude's own butler. Although, if I were to confess my greed, I wouldn't have minded Penglai-style dim sum. As it happens, I suspected you might say as much, so I prepared a Penglai buffet especially for you, Housamo. Aw, they're besties! They're friends! Say what? Oi, come on. I thought this was just a little break. What's now this? 11s? The fuck is 11s? I don't know. Psst, August. There's a point to it. Just look around. Does a tea agree with you, Echo? It is conservatively sweetened so as to pair well with the sandwiches and cakes. Yes, it pairs well with the sandwiches and cakes. The tea is warm. My heart is warm. Oh. Fine. Alright then. I mean, probably British term, yes, but that doesn't really tell me what it means. Business partners, no Housamo. Bed partners, going Housamo. Well, Now that we all seem to have settled down somewhat, let's take this opportunity to confirm what we know. I wanted to hear everyone's observations so far, no matter how insignificant they may seem. How come we missed such a huge flock of wyverns? I didn't catch a whiff of them blighters until they were right on top of us. That was very scary. It's a British tea and biscuits break. Oh, interesting. So like 11 a.m.? I'm not even awake at the time. Anyways. Might they not be the source of a strong presence you mentioned when we first reached the spring snow? No, I do not believe so. If a presence that powerful had gotten that close to us, I am certain I would have sensed it. How can he sense Hercules, who is not even here yet, but he couldn't sense those wyverns? I wonder what it could be. For the time being, I am more concerned by the wyverns. I felt not a hint of their presence despite their numbers. I find it terribly strange. It is almost as though they simply materialized right there and then. What, I wonder, is the secret of that spring? If only we knew more about this world in which we find ourselves. I think Echo has something to say. Come to think of it, you were giving that spring a right butchers, weren't you? Do you know something? Echo, please tell us about that spring. The person we saw. Do you know them? Echo closes her eyes, takes several deep breaths, and then, as though having her resolve, she speaks. That spring is where Narcissus and I first met. Narcissus. Now, I wonder, you saw someone there, right, Arthur? Yes, that person must have been Narcissus. Echo gives a slight nod of confirmation, seeming to squeeze her voice out from some deep reserve to give her answer. Forgive me for asking, Echo, but what is your relationship with this Narcissus? Echo's relationship with Narcissus? Do you like Narcissus, Echo? Are you scared of them? Does Narcissus bother you? Hey now, don't you think that question's a bit personal to go around asking a young girl? Have some tact, will ya? Well, I suppose you ain't exactly old yourself, but... Echo feels... Echo likes Narcissus. Echo feels strongly for Narcissus. What is this? What is this? Well, that seems bittersweet now, doesn't it? My oh my. Someday, a day like this will come for my little... my darling master. I can't say I remember going through such a thing in my own adolescence. Is everyone bonding over her crush? We've lost them. What's all those happy faces? Yo, Pops, to 3, anyone home? Parental instincts kicking. How terribly rude of me. I had not expected the two of you to be so deeply entangled. Deeply entangled? We are not entangled. Get him, girl. Oh, are we witnessing one's first introduction to having a crush? Will you stop butting in? Let the poor girl say her piece. Hey, don't forget your place. I'm the 5-star here. No, we're both 4 stars. Oh, yeah. Calm your boots, people. Here, all of you, let Echo speak. My bad, Echo. I have a habit of getting carried away when the theme is of the heart. No, it was my fault for getting carried away. My bad. Well, that settles it, at least. The world's gotta be Echo's mental landscape. Yes, it must be Echo's mental landscape. A recreation of Echo's homeworld, Olympus, complete with a memory of a loved one at the spring of Narcissus. I have a feeling in my fur that it's Echo's feelings for this Narcissus that are causing this collision. Listen well, Echo. We need you to work with us. Could you tell us everything you know about this narcissist? We can't stay here forever, see? We got folks waiting for us. So, you gotta tell us what it means to you. Yes. Echo breathes deeply as if trying to calm herself before speaking. Echo, I like narcissists. But narcissist does not. Narcissist isn't aware of that. Well, I'll be one-sided love. No wonder you can't quite move on, even after transferring. So, you want to tell him how you feel? Want him to get a clue? Yes. Now that's a positive outlook worthy of an entrepreneur. I assure you, young madam, your endeavor has our full support. Really, Humo? I think that's the first time they said her name. But of course, this is best for all concerned. I hope it would be not too presumptuous of me to offer my assistance as well. Snow. I'll do whatever it takes to get us back home. Though matchmaking's all very well. What about those wyverns? A brood that size ain't nothing to be sniffed at. If they come at us again, tearful confessions will be the last of our worries. I'm not saying your name. Echo hangs her head abashedly, her face clouded with regret. Hey now, you're a rockstar. It's not your fault, so don't go blaming yourself anymore. Got it? It says the one who's always moping. Here, that's enough that'll lip out of you. What do you got teasing your elders, eh? Now, where was I? Right, those wyverns. Nobody is gonna be making any confessions with those things about. We'll have to find some other way to get the point across. Barkest. Okay, I get to see your name now. So we can't use words. We'll have to rely on actions. Oh, hey. You suddenly hit upon an idea. You explain it to the group, and their faces begin to light up with smiles all around. Is it bad that I'm always clueless whenever sections like this happens? Oh right, it's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day? A day to present chocolates. How did I mention? Did they even mention Valentine's in the beginning? I don't remember. That's my business partner for you. That's a winning idea. And at a perfect time, too. I know chocolate, but not this Valentine's Day. Is it something special to Tokyo? Is that so? Then please allow me to explain. Our story begins in an empire beyond the bounds of Tokyo, in a time when soldiers were forbidden to marry out of fear of dwindling morale. However, it is said that there was a holy man who performed marriage ceremonies in secret for those who longed to be bound to the ones they loved. Is that really the case? In the end, that holy man was executed under the guise of ritual sacrifice, but with his martyrdom, the day of his death became a holiday celebrating lovers. Wow, that's a pretty interesting story, honestly, for Valentine's. Didn't realize that was the case. I'm presuming that holy man was, Saint Valentine's or something like that. As a result, the 14th of February bears the name of that saint even now. We call it Valentine's Day. Yep. Incidentally, in some places, the 14th of the following month is called White Day, and gifts received in February are repaid in kind. AKA not only in Japan, but Saint Valentine. I mean, I knew he was a saint, I just never knew the story of it. That's actually quite nice. I'm surprised that there's not as much retellings of that story as it's something like Christmas. A holiday celebrating lovers. As that happens, the connection between Tokyo and the other worlds has caused this holiday to evolve. After all, each world has its own customs for expressing love. In some worlds, gender can be fluid, and in others, the concept of marriage doesn't exist at all. As such, Valentine's Day has become a day when presents are given to all those one cares for, including close friends. Chocolate, in particular, is often gifted to friends or family. It is also used to express one's feelings for someone who may not reciprocate. Someone who may not reciprocate? Mm. Of course, for such affection is its own special feeling. You can express your love or passion, if you so choose, Echo. Oh. Valentine's Day in another world. What better way to honor the saint? Sounds like a lot of work. Boy, making chocolate ain't as simple as that, especially not while we're stuck in a collision. We are well equipped to handle this. After all, we have a secret weapon. We do? I'm tired. I talked about the run length of, or the expected playtime of this event with Archandale, Archives channel, before the channel began, and yeah, it's it turned out that each episode or each stream I would be doing would be a bit longer than usual, just because of how many parts there are versus how I should be subdividing them. We're gonna be playing part 2 of episode 1 now. Which, is not the last part yet. But yeah, this stream should only last for... Sorry, this event playthrough should only last for 3 streams because there is only 5 parts. But because there's only 5 parts and because each part is 3... Sorry, there's 5 episodes, excluding the prologue and epilogue. And because of... trying not to divide it, it ends up that 3 is ideal, but it also means each stream will end up being longer, so I'm already feeling it now. Oh boy. We're only we're 1 hour and 40 minutes in, and we're not even at the last part. Jesus. Oh boy. I did good work. Thank you. I try my best, and I do try to progressively improve what I'm doing. In increments. Like just before the stream, I was, besides fixing the errors I mentioned earlier, I was also trying to figure out how to directly input some of my audio inputs separately from each other, because right now I'm doing a desktop audio feed, which is why what's it called, I can do audio ducking with things like this when I'm just streaming, but when it comes to discussion I shouldn't be using audio ducking, and so I don't use it then, because it would also suppress my discussion partners. It wouldn't be a problem if I could just separate the channels so that the voices and music are separate from each other, but instead they're all just kind of bundled together under desktop audio, so I've been trying to figure out how to do that. Now, where's my personal mic? Got it. Snow, our preparation's complete on your end. Are you certain about this, Housamo? I thought this product was yet to be unveiled to the public. My mind is made up. This is an emergency, after all. We must take this opportunity for a live demonstration. Ah, the time has come to harvest the fruits of our hard work. We have created the ultimate chocolate maker. Name still pending. Where's this music come from? A product reveal here. Reminds me of Flash Mob. Just casually sidesteps the question. Today, we present to you a collaboration between my own company and Claude's. I wanted to stream PS4 via Discord. It was too complicated for me. Yeah, I have some Switch games I'd like to stream, but I don't know the setup for that either, so yeah, complicated. I'll try to stream P4S via Discord, but it's too much too. Yeah, streaming isn't easy or trivial to set up, but thankfully I have many attempts to progressively make progress. I don't have to do it all at once. That said, I also need motivation. Anyways, let's continue. Today, we present to you a collaboration between my own company and Claude's. We call it the Amber Chocolate Pot. The Amber what now? You can make chocolate with that thing. It is our honor to present to you today our product prototype. Behold, the Amber Chocolate Pot. It melts, beats, and tempers all by itself, simplifying the complicated process of chocolate making to a single button press. Even the most unskilled of amateurs can create world-class chocolate delights on their first try. So chocolate making is, from what I understand, there's like a weird thing where you have to like heat it twice. So you have to heat it and then you melt it and you heat it again. Something about the texture or the hardening process that makes it better that way. But you know, because of the variety of ways you can do it, and of course the other ingredients you can add that affects cooking time. Chocolate making is actually fairly complicated among other baking skills. Penguai has this incredible water jug that can dissolve anything. We played around a little with the idea, and this was the result. Cooking is a science. Yeah, I mean, it definitely has a science aspect to it. And people definitely sleep on the science aspect to it a lot, in terms of, people try to treat it as an art, but it can be very exacting too, and there's like a lot of nuance that can be learned and exploited if you learn the science behind it. It can even culture, roast, and grind cacao beans into powder to make chocolate from scratch. It has temperature controls that can be adjusted as needed to warm, cool, or even chilling to hardening. Feast your eyes on this. Even professional chocolatiers are sure to be impressed. You're lucky few have the opportunity to try it out and see for yourselves what a fine product this is. From bean to bar, it takes care of it all. What showmanship's now? It took me a few days to fully understand all the benefits of this product, but it is without a doubt exceptional. This is a sample of chocolate made to showcase our machine's capabilities. Please have a taste. Oh, yes, thank you. Echo accepts a small piece of chocolate from Snow. A strong, pleasant aroma wafts from it. It smells so sweet. It makes me want to eat it. Oh god, and I'm hungry. Echo's eyes turn towards Snow as if asking for permission to begin eating, and upon seeing him smile back, pops the chocolate into her mouth. Such mellow sweetness. It melts in the mouth right away. No, Echo, you can't do this to me. I'm too hungry. It's delicious. You seem to become quite loquacious when expressing your own sentiments. I am honored that our chocolate has charmed you so. On that note, Echo, how do you feel about sending some chocolates as a Valentine's present? Valentine's chocolate infused with my feelings. Sounds like a plan to me. You in? Making chocolates for loved ones. I wouldn't say it's the best way to show how you feel, but it is certainly very culturally ingrained in Japan. Like, making chocolates is essentially unheard of like, locally for gift giving, except for, like, if you really go all out, but it's just standard there. Yes, I think I want to make some. I want to send chocolate to Narcissus. She smiled. Shyly and bashfully, Echo nods in agreement. Snow and Boreas, do you see? Little by little, Echo is opening up and showing us her heart. While I cannot make assumptions as to what Echo may have been through, the strength of her feeling is clear. Resolving this collision of the world is important, of course, but the CEO and me is still thrilled to have Echo test our new product. How about it? Let's use our vast experience to see through this second chance. Living alone is a lonely way to be, whether it's because of a curse or any other reason. I'm keen as get back to Tokyo's next book, but I guess I can spare the time to see this done. By the way, Archie, if you're still watching, send me some sample videos later of British accents of how you'd like me to try to replicate Bargus. I've kind of just given up on trying to make it British. But you just keep your distance from me, alright, Echo? I won't have my bad luck rubbing off you, so yeah, I'll try it out for the next stream. Maybe it ain't my place to say after rushing you all to get back home earlier. But I'll also grant to see what you're right. That's a Bargus, a diligent worker. Come at me. I do like my reference material when it comes to learning accents, but Bargus' Japanese voice actor is certainly not helping me understand how a British one should sound. Like I'm telling you, stand back. You'll cut my misfortune and my breast. How come none of you can respect a fellow's personal space? I have one particular, but it's pretty heavy. Make sure it's not a mean one. I apologize for interrupting this moment of reaffirmed resolve, but unfortunately we have an issue with this chocolate maker. What's that? We have no ingredients. Wait, what? What an oversight! I completely forgot. That was jumbled. Well, I like to pile more unfortunate news on top of another. I must also warn you that we have no way of powering the machine's battery. How the heck did he make those chocolates before then? Or I guess they are pre-prepared or something. Critical mission failure. He fell down. Wait, are you saying there's no chocolate for me? God damn it, I ate the last one. Just when I thought things were looking up. Is there nothing that can be done now? Well, if we carefully observe battery consumption, we may just make it through. However, we cannot proceed without the ingredients. We have a starter kit here, but the ingredients are to be sold separately. Batteries sold separately. Which just means we'll have to find them ourselves. But what does Untless even have cocoa beans? This world may appear rather warm, but it's not quite humid enough. Cocoa requires a more tropical environment to grow. Well, bugger. You're telling me this is the end of the line, then? Hold it. Any cacao will do, right? Because I happen to be packing. Is that true, my partner? Having explained this fortunate coincidence, you turned to rifle through your belongings when... Come to think of it, what are you carrying around that big old tree branch for? Poking out from your bag is a single tree branch, flushed with green leaves. What the heck? Wait, this isn't the tree branch? The cacao bean sprouted! A branch of admirable length that sprouted from a cacao pod to burst through Volus's bag. This is a cacao branch, excuse me, but I must take a closer look. This cannot be. Not only has this branch grown, but is actually sprouting new pods. No kidding. Oh, let's check the pamphlet. Hello there, my fellow enthusiasts. Are you getting your daily veggie intake? Remember, 5 portions per... Following omitted. Anyway, now that I've gotten that out of the way, this cacao seems comes from a particularly vigorous tree from my lab. You might even call it rambunctious. It can be a little unruly at times, but give it plenty of love and I'll be sure to pack a bold bunch. If you are interested in cultivating it, keep it in a greenhouse or some similar climate should do the trick. Fucking Volus, I swear to God. More a letter than a pamphlet. I can just imagine Volus' smile. Well, will it grow into a tree if you plant it? I see. Thank you for sharing. It seems this cacao was lovingly reared. No amount of love can make anything grow that fast. Well, now we have learned that it is a vigorous strain of the regular cacao. Through some outside influence, it has grown drastically. So it's from the research facility from the young lad studies at. My company has made use of such quality research produce before. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. He's like in the cutting edge of research. There's not really any other researchers in the game. Oh wait, never mind. There's the Ueno Guild, but other than that, Volts is like the only one who actually actively researches anything. Which means, I mean, it's kind of strange. There's more than one researcher, but it's cool. Which means this collision has to be the cause, unless there's something else we don't know. Who even knows what's going on here? So the collision's to blame. It's like it's been put on fast forward. The point being, we can help Echo now. Now we can make chocolate. So you say, we can use this to make chocolate? I'm content to assume that they are safe and this growth has some external cause. After all, they came from a friend of yours. Well, either way, we ain't got much else. Not much for it but to try it and see, right? Yes. I will try it. Try. Return. Echo tries to continue saying that she wants to try and help everyone return to Tokyo, but her words are lost in the ether. These people must be returned. They must be returned to their home. And now there's a table. Giving a deep breath, Echo takes the chocolate maker from Guillermo and stands before her baking station. Snow, please help me succeed. Please hold a moment, Echo. I too am eager to get started, but we must not be hasty. We have been fortunate enough to happen across some cacao, but we are short of some other necessary ingredients. Can chocolate not be made with cacao alone? The sweet scent of chocolate is certainly a byproduct of cacao, but cacao in and of itself has a profoundly better taste. Yeah, that shit is disgusting. Never eat anything with like 95% black sugar, 95% black chocolate or more. I guess they call dark chocolate just black chocolate once it reaches that threshold, but black chocolate is absolutely disgusting. Milk and sugar are essential in adjusting the taste to match the preference of your intended recipient. Maybe it's the smell then that people eat chocolate for? I don't know. Match Narcissus' preferences? I don't know. Anemone. In that case, I suggest that we create an assortment of different flavors for Narcissus to enjoy. Would that be possible? Yes, but we would require a handful of other ingredients. Let us return to the forest and search for fruits and nuts. Do you reckon we'll find much? Who's to say those wyverns haven't stripped it bare already? Trees with fruits and nuts. Do you want to wait here, Echo? Or will you come with us? Oh, Echo. We'll stay here. Echo doesn't want to slow you down. God fucking damn it, I'm so hungry. Just had to be chocolate. Echo, you? For a moment, Guillermo detects a subtle change in expression on Echo's face. However, before he can spare a moment to consider its implication, everything is thrown into chaos. It's Heracles! He's a feature event Dina too. This presents! Take cover, everyone! Cover? Snow draws and flings his chakrams with lightning speed, sending them zigzagging through the air. And yet... Stepping out of the shadow to stand in the door of the villa, a new arrival deflects Snow's onslaught in the blink of an eye. Your base fills with tension so thick you could cut it with a knife. My base? Oh, I guess our base of operations, not the base of something else. Challengers, is it? What are you intruders plotting? I'm waiting here. The man is draped in tattered rags of a slave, but even such garb cannot conceal the heroic aura that emanates from him. His tone as he addresses you initially seems simply calm, but the more you listen, the more he sounds wary. He strides towards you without a trace of aggression or fear. And engages you in battle. Okay. game loading. It's like the loading thing's not even moving. I mean, my phone's not frozen, evidently. What the fuck? Archie, tell LifeWonders to re-release this game, except not a brokenness. Okay, maybe I'll wait like 30 more seconds and then I'll try rebooting the game. Though I might lose my place in the story, unfortunately. It froze right on the loading screen? Ugh. Alright, give me... So just to stay... I was muted all the time. Yeah, I'm gonna go try to restart this for a second, but yeah, I was waiting for a bit. It didn't seem to work. There's no chat in the intermission screen, unfortunately, because I didn't set it up yet. But, you know, you can chat yourself in the other thing. So, please hold. Alright, so it did indeed crash. The moment I closed it, it said, unfortunately, Tokyo Afterschool Storms has stopped running. God damn it. I need a new phone. Oh, Archie, if you press skip on a story that has two parts, you know, pre-battle and post-battle, will it go to the post-battle cutscenes right after, or will it skip both? Oh my god. No. No! Anyways, let's just... not go to the sudden screen, but to our memories. This is the first time it's ever happened during a playthrough, but whatever. This fucking game. So that should be episode 1, part 2. And then hopefully Heracles will not break the game this time. Yeah, even though everyone keeps on forgetting he exists. He's still a really strong shot unit, but it's like, no one has him up, no one ever uses him. Zalgus did actually use him recently, though it's 3-star, of course, for the most recent challenge quest. Come completely forgot his 3-star was also strong, at least when he charged. I mean, yeah. Reliable damage is his thing. Alright. Wait. Did I not skip yet? I feel like I did, but I guess not. Alright, let's skip this, and now let's wait even longer. God damn it. Yeah, it is. His 3-star was power crip like Daikoku. I mean, his support is abilities, yeah. Oh, here we are. Thank God. And now we see Hercules in full. But yeah, it is the so down dungeon run. I just thought it was neat when I was playing around with some sounds at one point. And there was also one other custom edit I did. But yeah, you'll just have to find it out whenever it plays. You're quite skilled to deflect my chakram, so. Oof. Oh. Frightened by the sudden outbreak of fighting within the villa, Echo unwittingly knocks the chocolate maker to the floor. How could you do this, Echo? Oh no, the chocolate maker, that's what I'm saying. Jesus Christ, girl. Quick, Echo, we'll deal with that later. What's with this guy? Echo, Axon, behind me, now! Guillermo lapses into an uncharacteristically aggressive tone as he moves to shelter the two of you behind his bulk. The rundown villa shakes with every blow of the mystery mana in Snow exchange with its confines. That fella is blocking Snow's attacks like they're nothing. But the Blighter is sticking to defense and defense only. Just what he's got up his sleeve. He's waiting for 4 turns before his charge. This man is no pushover, at the very least. He is no fool, savage. To undergo such a barrage without flinching in the least. He is certainly strong. But what is this? I can hardly believe one as skilled as you would have aroused that flock of wyverns. It is not too late. Lay down your weapons, for I have no wish to fight. Whoa. Snow, chill. He said he doesn't want to fight. Huh? Stop! Stay behind me. It's too dangerous. I said get back here, Echo. Echo ignores Guillermo's warnings to dash between the two combatants. could that guy be? You do not wish to fight. Echo also does not wish to fight. Does not wish to fight. I have no wish to fight. Do not fight. Is this? War. Echo's voice reverberates all around Snow and Mystery Man. Reverberates. Over and over, her appeal rings out. This power must be of Echo's sacred artifact. Her tiny voice. Snow. Echoing effortlessly. A strange ability, this. Yet. What? The Mystery Man observes this young intruder, and his face, until now, blank as though wary of conveying emotions, tenses a little. He then lowers his weapon. Fierce sweat, lion. Let us call it truce for now. The scroll's plea has moved me. I do not wish to fight. I believe you. Therefore, I must apologize for striking first. Ooh, I thought you'd bring the place down. You okay, Echo? Yes, Echo's okay, though the chocolate isn't. Echo places her hand on the secret artifact around her neck. You would assume it is a collar, but it almost looks like a scar. Her fingers tremble a little. It seems you managed to forestall the worst. Wouldn't you say, Arthur? I say, Echo. You aren't injured, are you? No, Echo is not injured. Echo mouths her thanks and dips her head daintily towards Humo. Why, no thanks necessary. I'm honored to have been able to devote this bulk of mine to your defense. You're so cool, Humo. Thanks for protecting us. Back to your formal stuff, I see. How embarrassing it is to be praised so. When you stand at the head of a pack, you dish out praise more often than you receive it. So I actually blush rather easily. But I must be gracious and thank you, my partner. Such words from you are my greatest incentive. Once the general hubbub of conversation dies down, the mystery band chimes in. So I try to introduce myself. We may have later weapons, but trust is not yet on the table. My name is Heracles. Or it was once. I stand before you nothing more than a slave. Heracles' tone is deep and heavy with weariness as he gives his name. Heracles. Yeah, I know about you. Wow, what about such muscles? Let's be thirsty. Look to me not with the expectation, for we'll only end in disappointment. If this is satisfactory to you, then feast your eyes as you wish, although you may be standing a little close. It's kind of shocking how there was essentially 0 Heracles stands, and there still isn't, on release and up to this day. Heracles has not had relevance at all for the past 2 years now I think about it. Has he appeared in any story since then? I think he got his sweater, but I think that was from this event too. Jesus Christ. Having heard Heracles out, you and your party explain your own circumstances. He's been more written out than, like, Gundharva or something. I believe I understand. I may have experienced some similar occurrences. Even you were attacked by the same flock of wyverns. I too ventured near the spring of a narrative of my own. I wish to speak with the nymphs of the spring. The nymphs of the spring? However, midway through our conversation, a bright light flared around us, and then the nymphs were gone. Testival? No, he was not. I played Testival. The fuck? He didn't show up. If he did, then it must have been like super passing by. What the fuck? He was definitely on Testival. I just did that playthrough. Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure I would remember that. But, you know. Like, Vargas was there, and he only had a few lines, and I remember him. I don't fucking remember Heracles. Not only that, but the forest of the spring, beyond the forest, was vague and hazy, like a faint memory. This may look like Olympus, but it is not. And while I was trying to make sense of it, I was startled by your appearance. Then I struck that first blow. We're able with the powerful potency sense nearby. Rude. So you got collided too. But aren't you from Olympus, Heracles? He was with Nomad? What? Were they like in a stall or something for like 3 seconds? Maybe? I barely remember Nomad in it. If Nomad wasn't it, he was probably doing some stupid stall work. But I do not remember Heracles. If Heracles was in it, then sure. But he was definitely not playing any important role. Like somehow less important than Margus was also not an important character in that. And maybe that Heracles was brought here from the Olympus side. What are you saying, Snow? Do you mean to say he did not come here from Tokyo? This is merely my conjecture, but the steering of Olympus and Echosmere includes the spring of Nessus and force that surrounds it. If Heracles was visiting the spring when the collision occurred, he may have been caught up in it. Watashi is back. Hello. Oh, I see. Thank you for informing me. This must be my next labor. That explains much. Then it seems the quickest way to resolution would be to join forces. Thanks for the offer, but are you sure? You seem to have accepted all this a bit fast. There is still a great deal of work to be done. I can't afford to tarry here. Work. Right, of course. Work, is it? I see. Okay, makes sense. Why is everyone depressed all of a sudden? You all looked at your feet. It was just really, really tired. That is not the work for you folks to concern yourselves with. I'm accustomed to unreasonable demands. I simply overcame each obstacle that stands in my way. That is the role that has been set before me. Let's just be thankful for his offer of cooperation despite his busy schedule. Now then, Echo, the chocolate maker. Sorry, I'm sorry. What have I done? Eyes welling with tears, Echo takes the chocolate maker in her arms and holds it tightly against her chest. You can see a substantial crack on it. How dare you? It broke. Shame that was bound to happen. Oh no, what will we do now? We will click and progress the story, that's what. Don't you fret now. A product of my company is sure to withstand a mishap of this magnitude. It's designed to meet the needs of our customers in any environment. It wouldn't be the ideal prototype otherwise. I mean, if it was ideal, it wouldn't be a prototype. See? There. Nothing to worry about, Echo. It's working fine. Only the outside is cracked. Yes, it's working fine, but Echo is worried about the sound it is making. Don't fret over the minor details. The results are all that count. Come on, let's give it a try. Minor details? Yes. Echo will try. Yada yada. Let's just hope it comes true. I'll get right on searching for fruits and nuts. No good of me can come from touching that machine anyway. In that case, I'll just see about cultivating the cacao, shall I? But we ask you to protect the cabin, Heracles. If that is what you wish, then that is what I shall do. And you need not speak so politely to a slave. Oh, but I must, for I, too, am sworn to service. Besides, might one not be equally courteous to all? Alright, let's nail this chocolate thing. Put it in there, Heracles. I'm glad to be of service. Let us put our backs into the work as one, my foreign friends. Yeah, they did have a point. He is kind of accepting this rather quick. Not only is he well-mannered, but he is also unable to conceal the depth of his true bravery and heroism. Even so, there was something unmistakably dangerous in that aura I sensed from him earlier. This is about to be turn 4. Oh god. Alright, we will now finish off the stream with episode 1, part 3. Let's do this. I mean, it's a cool theme. Yeah. Also makes a lot of good music. And it's cool. Just, I wish there was a large community when it comes to covers and all that. Interpretations, not just covers. But, you know, even slowing down this song evidently really changes it up. There's a lot of cool melodies and instrumental choices here. And really cool to see how other people transform it themselves with their own take on the song. Hello and bye. Oh, here we are. It was always the same. By the time it came to, whatever needed tending to would have been settled. To hear tell of it, even as a babe in the cradle, I strangled a venomous snake sent to assassinate me with my bare hands. I overcame trial after trial, methodically, mechanically. That was simply how I was made. Be it the endless labors laid out before me, or the peace I strove to protect. I resolved them all, one by one, task by task. Others would come to call it heroism, but to me, it was simply work, drained my time and my opportunity to be myself. There was no time for idle contemplation, no time for anything but doggedly taking care of business day in and day out. A few hours later, your party is still busily engaged in the necessary preparations to make chocolates. Snow is building the foundation for cultivating the cacao, while Bargus is searching for fruits and nuts in the forest. Heracles is patrolling around the vicinity of the villa, and you're setting up the makeshift kitchen. And of course, by Yaku's side, boldly having volunteered to act as her chocolate-hearing advisor is none other than... Thank you for helping me. I'm happy to do it, Echo, my lass. Leave it to me to see that your overture of love reaches its target's ears. Look at you, cute little apron. Is that a good idea, Mr. Right? Is this a really good idea? Shows your stuff, Mr. CEO. I'll have you know I love to cook on my days off. I'm a pioneer in more ways than one. So, let's start cooking. Let's do a test run to see how that cacao of yours turns out, Jaredon. I did plenty of trials and product research, you know. I have all the steps down. We'll start by feeding the cacao pellets in the machine. Don't hold back now. Shove them right in. Yes, shove them right in. I don't think you should be saying that, Echo. And that's it. Oh, that's it. Looking good, Echo. Go on, climb up there and really put your back into it. This is a strange ritual. Is this necessary for you to be able to return to your world? I can't have you misunderstanding, Heracles. This is no ritual. It is merely confectionery. What we are making is an important tool in the ice-breaking process, and Echo's the star of this romance. Oh, me? A star? I couldn't be. And don't be foolish. All lovers are stars on Valentine's Day. That's what it's all about. For one thing, your reticence in confessing to your love, and their response is what traps us here. In other words, the task set before us is to support you in your goal, no? Housamo. Well, you're on fire today, Mr. CEO. You're the boss. There is one thing I wish to clarify. What is this love to you? Oh, it's wonderful. The very spice of life. When one awakens to love, the world is changed forever. It is the blazing eruption of heat and depth of the heart of whenever one thinks of another. The way I see it, love is the greatest incentive. There's no better motivation for overcoming the obstacles in one's path. I didn't take you for romantic, but I totally feel that. Stop it, self. Don't be jealous. What? Now what brought on that bittersweet expression, I'm just expressing my own interpretation of love for your orphans. If you ever have trouble with matters of the heart, you just come and talk to me. I don't want to see such sadness in you. In Olympus, bonds are formed through love as quick as a flash of lightning. Here, we see the results. What value is there in love without a resulting bond? Does that mean Narcissus here has rejected the bond? Oh, I'm glad he's up to speed. Yes, Narcissus has rejected the bond. But I like Narcissus. I want to bond with Narcissus. So you say that love and romance exist only to form bonds. A bond formed at a loving glance, for example. But fighting to achieve a bond has its value, even if you can't quite make it connect. Even if you can't quite make it connect, it has a value. Of course, Echo dear. If I were to spend my time on another, I would insist on putting my whole heart into it. Well, spare no resource of time or effort to make the perfect chocolate for your loved one. How do you do it, Guillermo? Let's see his best practice. Dashi will have 15. Well, that's true. I do have a... My viewer-based audience is like... There's like maybe 10% that's between 12 and 17. And then like 18 to 24 make the grand majority of like 40, 50%. And then the next range after that from like 26 to 30 something is like 40-ish% or something. And then it just drops there from fast. Oh, so you want to know my trade secrets, do you? Very well. With that said, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's appropriate for the stage, but whatever. I'm not the one enforcing it. First, I would do my own research in order to prepare the very best chocolate. I wouldn't skip on my outfit either, or on the staging of the occasion. Oh, look at him, skipping, man. Nice. I don't accept that commercial products are inferior, but I would only give commercial chocolates that was worthy of its recipient. What good is expense if it cannot make my loved one smile? I care nothing for price, only for quality. And if no commercial product can cut it, well then, I'll just have to make it myself. All for the smile of the one I love. I think this is like the only time they ever like did a close-up of their art with themselves like this in any event. Which is like, they should do that more just because like, otherwise you only end up seeing their fucking variant sprite in what's called, in the special quests, which is exactly what happened for the thing, the Happy Illusion. Like, Furufumi never got his sprite because he was holding fucking sparklers, I was like, when does this happen? It happened in Special Quest, that's when. It's just as much effort. It's just as much for my own satisfaction too, to measure the amount of effort I put into satisfying my other half. What more efficient way could there be than spend one's time? And time is coin, as they say. That's just my take on it, though. Feel free to take from it what you will. From now, we have a project to get stuck into. Yeah, for real. They like showed ARs and backgrounds like once ever in Kanon, and that was it. And they're cool, you know? It's like, and they're relevant. It's like the CGI version of in Housamo, but then they don't utilize it at all. Like, come on. Oh, and just as luck would have it, my starter kit includes mold and wrapping accessories. Bogus and Sora due to be back anytime. Allow me to help you decorate. Just keep Narcissus' smile in mind as you work, Echo. And I'm sure any chocolate you make will be a delight. Wait, did they seriously make chocolate for like 5 episodes in a row before they give it to Narcissus? Jesus Christ. Yes, I will work hard. Echo flashes Guillermo a smile before redoubling her efforts. Murasaki vibes. Boy, Echo, isn't that a bit of much? That's a lot of fruit you're throwing in there. Why, that certainly is a generous helping. Echo, perhaps you would like to add some of this milk. You're going to be quite the chocolatier. Come on, let's get into this, Saratan. That noise certainly is concerning, for sure. How are they able to find so much enjoyment in this? Not knowing how it will be received. Yet they could make more ARs that are actually applied to the current scene rather than doing it retroactively in a future event. Yeah, they could do that. They did that for Kanon weirdly, but then never did again. It was just past events thereafter. With that said, it would be cool at least if they're gonna do that, at least like update the old events to have those ARs shown. Like, come on. Don't just leave them sitting there unused. That's a lot of art going to waste. What's more? No one has assigned this task. They're just doing it of their own accord. Later that night. Oh, hello there. I thought you were fast asleep with Echo and the others. Why aren't you sleeping? I understand. I, too, feel almost as nervous as if you were making my own gift. I told something of a white lie, you see, for Echo's sake. The chocolate maker is actually in a really bad condition. Oh no! I mean, I did think that noise was ringing after. And when I look at both Echo and Heracles, it is as if their self-confidence and will are just as broken as that machine. It seems as though they have no free will, as though they respond only when told what to do. That is an interesting connection. And yet, Echo seems to be truly enjoying herself. I only hope I am simply imagining things. I'm just a little concerned is all. Yeah, you're so kind and considerate. You think so? Oops. You think so? I praise indeed. I fear you have made me a little red around the ears. I used to be quite rough-spoken hooligan, so I'm not used to being told I'm kind. Love is one of the riskiest investments after all. In order to receive any potential returns, first you must give away. And yet, I sometimes wonder if there is any value at all in the love I have to give. I understand very well how Echo feels. It is impossible to judge one's own value. One's own value. Do you feel that way too, Guillermo? I want love, and I want to love and to be loved equally by those around me. That's why I must invest in growing my own value. I want to believe that I'm worthy of loving someone and being loved in return. I love my work precisely because I believe it can serve to increase my own worth. I mean, I get that too. I completely understand that. Oftentimes I have trouble communicating with people, reaching out to them, initiating conversation, because I don't really... I feel like I'd be wasting their time, or in some way I feel like I'd be bothering them, rather than really seeing the value of me and presenting myself as, just someone to be enjoyed talking to. So usually, oftentimes, unfortunately, I just reserve my initiation and conversation things to reaching out to help people. So I try to, justify my own values through my ability to be knowledgeable enough to help others. Yuma remembers as he gazes out on the moonlight heights of Olympus. But, I'm working on it. It's not like I've always been like that. 100%. I'm better now, for sure. Still, some wanting for initiation, honestly, though. A lot. Sometimes, though, I forget about equality and wish to love a certain someone and be loved above all others. Me too. You're valued, Lara. Ah, thank you. Sometimes, when that someone is before me, the passion in my heart flares bright. Sometimes it burns me. Oh, don't I know that? Yuma's eyes are fixed on you as he whispers, and seems oddly penetrating. So are you talking about me? I wonder who it is. I'm jealous. Let's play coy. I'm jealous. I said too much. The tiredness must be getting to me. It's about time we both got some rest. If you wish it. There is space beside me, Arthur. Ooh. Yuma's smile is illuminated by the light of the moonlight shining down from the heavens. This is probably where they'll insert his special quest or some shit. The following day, your party heads back to the spring of Narcissus. There is neither hide nor hair of the wyverns. The only sound is the gentle murmur of the water softly echoing through the forest. Shouldn't Echo be here? I don't see any wyverns yet, but she still shouldn't be wandering off on her own. She must have had some last-minute preparations to take care of. Oh look! Speak of the devil! We've been waiting for you, Echo. Oi, Echo. What are you wearing? Sorry to keep you waiting. You look like a nymph. I mean, she literally is on. Those clothes suit you. These were my clothes before Tokyo. This way, Narcissus won't be shocked. Did she just have them kept somewhere? Indeed, the garb of Tokyo would be rather out of place here. That was a good thinking. But Echo, there goes the chocolate. The chocolate. It's here. Echo opens the box in full view with everyone within it. Is that chocolate? It's a bit gooey, huh? Oh, well, don't... Okay, it looks like we're gonna... Is this a reference to Valentine Panic, maybe? I don't know. We faced, gooey chocolate monsters back then, and that's called Panic, so... The cacao and the walnut have separated completely. I trust you know what this means, Yuma. Yes. That means our worst fears have been realized. The chocolate maker was broken by impact, after all. Oh no, you lied to Echo! And now she's broken! And now she's the worst fears! Echo, by my professional honor, I must apologize. The responsibility for this lies within me, the machine's manufacturer. But that doesn't change the efforts you put in. I think you should still give this nurse's fellow your chocolate. Your efforts deserve recognition. And milk could be hot chocolate. I mean, it smells good. Yes, I understand. I'll do it. Seeming dispirited, Echo flies off towards the other side of the spring. She can fly, huh? She's coming back. I'm too scared. Even though everyone helped me. It didn't work. I'll make a fool out of everyone. I want Narcissus to smile, but that's not the kind of smile I... Can't be helped, Echo. Let's find another present. Well, there are other ways. That's right. Better to try with something you're proud of than with something you're unsatisfied with. Or no, you must fall back. Fear not. We'll find another solution. In the meantime, you can give me those chocolates. I'll eat them. So that's Narcissus, the one Echo likes. Doesn't really have a distinguishable face. But he does seem to have a glow about him. In the very center of the spring, Narcissus remains still, just as you and your party stands motionless and observe. Narcissus. That's your Narcissus, isn't it? Looks a bit funny to me. Funny? I don't know, I was saying that in her, like, Yuma's voice. The silhouette seems to be Narcissus gazes down into the water where Vargas is pointing. It looks as though Narcissus is slowly leaning down towards water to kiss the reflection there. No! No, you mustn't! Narcissus! Cha, I don't know what cha means. I'm pretty sure that's not an honorific. Hana, and I have no idea what the second part is. It cannot read kanji. Echo's abbreviated cry reverberates throughout the forest. At the same time, in the moment, the discarded box of chocolate squirms. No, my chocolate. I'm still gonna eat you. Take it, Lily. Oh no, not this again. What? Yeah. So, I had a feeling it was gonna be this, because, I mean, I originally skipped through the events, but I'm pretty sure I saw, like, them looking through the past Valentine's events, and also it was one of the challenge quests, too, going through every single past Valentine's event. So, yeah, looks like we're starting with panic here. All at once, bizarre beings burst from chocolate in huge numbers. What are those? Those indescribable monsters, dividing and multiplying. Oh, it's flour. Anna, I see. Oh, not those Shoggoth again. I heard about those when doing my Valentine's research. Well, something's well researched after all. Something or other about those turtles from the same world overlapping and manifesting as chocolates. Quick, melt it with fire. I still have nightmares. Whatever, let's bounce. Take a lily, take a lily, take a lily. The chocolate aberrations known as Shoggoth swarm aggressively towards you and your companions. Two battles in one episode, damn. The halfway point is what is considered mission completion. Interesting. Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. Forming into a chaotic chocolate wave, the horde of Shoggoth threatened to swallow you all up. The Ra's bottomless as the swamps of Lurna. Listen up, everyone. I'll take care of the rear and hold them off. The rest of you take that chance to escape. You cannot possibly do so alone, legend or not. Even you must know what foolishness that is. It's okay, I'll just re-roll guts 3 times in a row. I'm just a slave. It is my duty to ensure my master's survival at all costs. So, you must leave me behind and make a run for it. That is the most efficient solution. Hercules, we're not leaving you alone. You insert yourself up between Hercules and tidal waves of Shoggoth. You're... Harrison. In the next moment, the blinding white light consumes you and all those around you once more. That light again. Echo? Hercules? Where is everyone? That you fucking Bargus. Bargus quickly scrambles to his feet to glee as he smashed directly into a tree branch looming over his head. I wonder if it's the same one. Oh, my head. Again. Oh, how many times am I gonna have to bash my head knocking like this? My misery. Bargus. Where's the laughing out with your rolling on your sides option? What happened to Echo? Harrison. As everyone mills about in confusion at this latest development, Hercules appears from the depths of the forest. I heard voices over this way. Ah, there you are. I'm glad to see everyone's alright. Those creatures disappeared into thin air along with that light, just like the wyverns. What is the source of that light anyway? It reminds me of what happened when the world collided. Well, at least we can relax and acknowledge that nothing ill has befallen Hercules or Arthan. Indeed. I am glad I didn't have to use that trump card of mine. Shall we retire to the cabin for now? First, might I ask you to check your bag, Arthan? What's going on? Inside your bag you carry are the very cacao pods you should have already turned over to snow. It can't be. Oh, the chocolate maker! I could have sworn we left it back in the cabin. The chocolate maker Yuma pulls out from his bag is noticeably devoid of the obvious crack that should mar its frame. Okay, and hence the title, Time Warp. I'd hoped I was wrong, but it seems we're not so lucky. Please, refrain from panicking, but... It would seem that time is caught in a loop. What now? Oh, thank the heavens we're ending it here. Please. Yes, please. Yes, yeah. God, almost 3 hours for a playthrough stream of just one part. But yeah, tomorrow I will be playing through episodes 2 and 3 in their entirety, which will both be 3 parts long, so that should be 6 parts in total. But yeah, that is the end of the playthrough portion of the stream. Let's just give my thoughts briefly while we're here. It was okay so far. The best part was probably Bargus turning his head 3 times in a row. I kind of hate voicing Echo because it's so annoying how much she stutters. And, oh yeah, Housamo and Snow's friendship, I'm really vibing it. I like it a lot. It's they seem really chill with each other and very buddy-buddy. Maybe in more ways than one. I can see why that AR was made of them. I didn't really see the connection between them besides supposedly they're related to Milk somehow. But they actually seem to get along well with each other. As if they've been talking to each other for a long time. That's a surprising friendship I wouldn't have expected. Heracles is still a mystery right now. Nice little parallel there between Heracles and Echo in terms of how they just do whatever they want. I hope that's explored more just to see, you know, what exactly their character like development is supposed to be leading into. And Vargas is kind of just there hitting his head, which is, you know, it's still the best part so far. It's fine. The premise, I mean, what can you expect from a name like Time Warp? And I don't understand why we saw it at the past relative to us rather than to Echoes, but maybe we'll get more insight in that later. So lots of mysteries to be had, but I have a feeling that it's gonna be a bit of a formulaic thing where, you know, we're gonna remake the chocolate and then it's gonna suck ass again, and then we're gonna see a different time thing where we fight again, and then Vargas hits his head again or some shit like that. I don't know. We'll see where the novelty comes in. I'll point it out if it happens. But yeah, thank you for joining me today. I will be seeing you guys tomorrow, streaming at the same time to continue the story, episodes 2 and 3. So, hope you all have a wonderful day until then, and I wish you the best. Bye bye.